Sairam, I have come up with a small clarification to myself, not to please anybody or not to tell anybody that I am right and you're wrong. What I was taught by my grandparents, I'm going to tell you. Today, I met a lady, I don't want to name her, who's staying in this layout, and she was complaining to me that she has stayed in several facing houses, that is east facing, north facing, south facing houses, and all houses became a havoc for her, and all ill luck came to them. So now they have moved to the next rented house here, which is also east facing, but they have closed the east facing door and made it west facing. They've opened the west facing door so that they want to try, they want to see whether this west facing house is good for them. So now here I want to tell about what I have learned or what I have been taught by my grandparents and my amma and my appa, that no faced, that is no dik is bad. That is no direction is bad. Every direction has got its reasonable value and we have to respect that direction. So that is what, when we got into music college, we were also taught Sakala Graha Phala Neene Sarasi Jaksha Sakala Graha Phala Neene Sarasi Jaksha. I told you I can't sing from here, complaint will come. So anyway, just like that is sang. So now we were taught as a small child, I being a staunch Iyer family and brought up in a staunch Iyer family and having come to a staunch Iyer family, we were never misled. I was not misled, rather, including my brothers, I'm telling you. We were never misled for the directions. Because today everybody knows, but still I don't want to make a mistake, that's the reason. Now you can make a straight line and opposite, make a cross, like plus. So what will you get is north, east, south and west. So these are the directions. This doesn't mean north is better, east is bad, south is bad, and as well west is bad. North, east, south, west, bad. Nothing is bad. Now it comes to, when we say east, it is Indran. That place belongs to Indran. I don't want to make a mistake, that's the reason I have written and talking. And then south, that east. Then come the southeast, that is for Agni. We would respect Agni. That is the reason they kept the kitchen there. Not for Dosham. And now again, south is Yaman. They always told to keep some Shani Bhagavan or some Yaman photograph in that south portion, to respect that god. Not because if you put your head on the south you will die, nothing like that. Because it's a concept that when you die, Yaman is taking you. No Yaman is coming and taking you. Okay? Once our life is gone, once our body is dead, the soul travels. So nobody is taking anybody. If Yaman has to take everybody like this, there will be no place in the space. Sorry to say, this is what my parents taught me. So next come to southwest, that is Nirudi. You have to respect Nirudi god also. Then comes to Merk, that is Varuna, west. Okay. Next comes northwest, Vayu. So, in fact, when we make houses, they say you have to do all this correctly. It is not possible. If somebody has to make a house, build a house according to all these directions, it has to be like the old Tottimane. That is the front center will be open and all the other places will be, center will be nice courtyard surrounded by rooms. That is how the normal Vastu has to be. So we stayed in houses, in so many facing houses, we never had any issues. To be frank, I am lucky to have, as again I'm telling you, I am lucky to have come to a family with not misconceptions, They trust in all these things, like, spiritually they trust. So they said, you respect north, you respect what? Soman, that is Kuberan. Okay. That doesn't mean if you build a house north facing, you will get Kubera Kadaksham. Nothing. If you don't work hard, if you don't do your work, no Kubera. It's not. See, just because you make a house north facing, Kubera is not going to come. Now again, and northeast corner is Ishanan. That is Shiva basically. So you have to respect. In fact, to be frank, when I say if you can keep all these photographs in all these directions, there's no need for any Vastu. So I don't believe in Vastu, or I don't believe, and I never had any problems living in different type of facing. One house belonged to a Christian. He never made the house according to Vastu. You know, I lived in that. I flourished there. I lived another house where it was not according to Vastu. The kitchen was in the wrong place. The bedroom was in the wrong place. We never had any problems, and there also I flourished my breeding business. And then we moved to another house where again it belonged to a Mangalorean, and who also doesn't believe in all this in those days. What I mean to say, it was all built against the Shastram, the Vastu Shastram, for which people are making money now. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We lived beautifully, but my husband had to lose his job because of his friends who misled him. I lost my second daughter because of ill health. And, I lost my mother. I lost my brother. So all because of ill health, and their ayus is over. Their time to live in this world was over, so they all went. It doesn't mean you make a house according to Vastu, everything is going to fit into your pocket and everything is going to come into your roof. No, this is like somebody telling me, oh, I chant Kanakadara Stotram, every day I chant, but no sign of prosperity. This is quite funny. Quite funny. This is what the blogs are doing. They are misleading people, telling. Yesterday I saw one blog, I don't want to name it, in which that lady says she goes to a silk shop and to promote the silk sarees, she's telling, for Rahu you have to wear this color dress, for Ketu you have to wear this color dress, for this. So for Navagrahas you have to wear different kind of sarees. Remember, sarees of different color, and that too in pattu saree. So I sent a message down telling, you're all devotees of Mahaparivar, Shankaracharya. Mahaparivar says you should not wear silk sarees at all because there's a killing involved there. You're killing the silk worm to make a weaving of silk sarees or silk pattapavade, So Mahaparivar says you wear only cotton. Are all these Mahaparivar devotees say, oh Mahaparivar Tunai, Mahaparivar Sharanam, are they doing it? They are wearing pattu saree. So I said, this colors for so and so graham, Navagrahams, was for the Navagraham. Okay, for Shani, this color, blue. For each graham had a different color of clothing for that graham, and not for we people, to wear that dress on that day. It is only a promotion for saris, and for the channel people are doing it. That too, I am ashamed to say, many of them are Brahmins. Brahmana Dharma is not to mislead people. Brahmana Dharma is to direct people. If they don't come into your directions, leave them. Leave them. They will find their own home. So please, I have only one request to all. Please never ever, talk bad about the house where you have been staying in rent, or as living in a apartment, or living as a owner. Never, because I am a living example to prove that none of these directions, different directions of staying in different houses in different directions, it did not touch us for anything. I worked hard, put in all my 100%, looking after the family and the children and the schooling and the tailoring and the catering. Everything I did, I put my 120% on my breeding business to become a to become a successful breeder. That too, breeding them in all vegetarian diet, And I'm so happy that I could compete with imported dogs at Trivandrum and Trichure and Palghat, those days. And to be frank, all my vegetarian pets beat the Australian and New Zealand import and won the show. And my puppy became the best puppy of the show. So this doesn't mean only because somebody is eating non-vegetarian they're healthy and people who eat vegetarian are not healthy. It's all, again, I'm telling you, sattvic food makes you sattvic. And that's the reason I don't have many friends who think this, if I go to the east direction house, it doesn't suit me. North direction house doesn't suit me. South direction house, it's Yemen. No. So they're thinking that Yemen will come and take you. Where can Emma take you? Where is this Emma? It's all to respect the God. Respect the directions. It was all made only to respect the direction. That's what my Tata taught me, my Amma taught me. And as I told you, I don't believe in any Vastu or anything like that. To be frank, I'm telling you, today, this time, I am living in a rented house with all Vastus proper. I'm sitting idle. So, my what do you call it? Idle means I have stopped my breeding business, that's all. Otherwise, I'm active. I'm doing my stitching, I'm doing my painting, I'm doing my doll making, I'm doing my blouse stitching, I'm doing my embroidery, I'm doing everything, and I'm active. So for me, the direction doesn't matter at all. My Tata used to say, unless and until your directions of the mind or the brain is correct, you will find all others incorrect. Saira, never ever blame the houses where you stay on rent or your own house. No directions can become bad. No directions are bad. No directions are going to give you good unless and until you have a good mind and you get up early. And Dharma Shastra says get up at around 3 o'clock, Brahma Muhurtam. Now the blogs have dragged. It says, somebody says, no, we can't get up at 3 o'clock, it's too much. So the vlogger says, no problem. It's all in the mind. You can get up at 6 o'clock, you can get up at 4 o'clock. So it is dragged. So Brahma Muhurtam, that's what I'm telling you. Sanatana Dharma is for Hindus to follow. We also follow Sanatana Dharma, but our Dharma is, Brahmana Dharma is Dharma Shastra. I am doing as much as I can because I have promised, as I told you, I promised my father-in-law that I will do my level best. During pujas, I will wear my 9 yards, and as you know, otherwise when I'm talking about Swami, I cover myself. That is a discipline for everything. And when I'm with my dogs, I have a separate dress for them, Bermuda and t-shirt, to brush them and clean them. And sweeping and swabbing, again I have another dress where I have to sit and swab, because I don't do the mopping, I don't do the mop. I sit and do this, okay? So that my body gets that exercise. And then by watering the plants, cutting the plantain leaves, and I have another dress where it will be completely plantain leaf stain, So I have each dress for each this thing. So altogether I'm an entrepreneur, that's different, but I have each different dresses for each one, so that, in the same way, every direction has got its value. And never ever, please, never ever, from my side I'm telling you, never ever say this direction is bad, that direction is bad. It's all just your karma. No karma can change your destination, change your destiny. Even if you stay in a Vastu Shastra made house. Saira. Be smart. Don't get carried away by the vlogs which you see. Remember, all these vlogs are made only to make money. And now don't ask me what are you doing. I have told you very clearly from the beginning, Vibes of Sai was the product of Swami. Swami wanted me to start the channel at Trivandrum. I've already told this in the previous episodes. Those who don't know, please go back to the episode and watch it. And this is definitely not for money making. This is only because Swami told me to talk about experiences, and Swami told as far as possible talk only spiritual things concerned about spiritual. And everybody says you cook so well, why don't you make a cookery, why don't you start showing cooking? I said no, I will not show cooking on my vlogs because it's Annapurni first of all. What we eat should be inside the kitchen, and it's not a business. Now again, not only that, there are plenty of bloggers repeating, one will copy from this blogger and do it in another, add a little bit of masala, put it as their own product. So they're only trying to make money, It's their issue, it's their wish, they can do whatever they want. But I am not for all these kind of things. And I'm happy. I know I cook very well. I can do authentic cooking. I can put it, make a vlog. No, I'm not doing it. There are plenty of elderly people doing it in a proper way than the younger ones. So I'm happy about that. So please, 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 don't ever correlate the directions in which you are living, you are staying. Please, to cut a tree, if a plant has to be trimmed because of some problem, there's no need to look for a day. What is all this? I don't know how to, again, it's all because of the unwanted upbringing from the parents. No child is taught about Bhagavad Gita or the Sanatana Dharma or about the values of life to get up early. And only some things which is already installed in their brain is should not cut the tree on a Friday, should not cut this on this, blah blah blah, nothing. And every day, without even taking a bath, they do wash the front portion, and put a rangoli, kolam. They put the kolam without even taking a bath. Without even taking a bath, they go to the kitchen. So all those things have been not installed by the parents, because parents were not taught that way. Because our parents taught us that everything in life. That's the reason I tell you, Brahmins have to follow Dharma Shastram. Sanatana Dharma has to be followed by the Hindus. We are also Hindus, but we have to follow our Dharma Shastram. Please never blame the directions. Thank you. I'll come back to you on Akshaya Tritiya day to talk about Akshaya Tritiya. Sai Ram.